revisit these Brady's. They are an interesting lock. And actually a more difficult pick than I originally gave them credit for. Even though they don't have a lot of security features, you know, it's not really what they were designed for, but where are you? The shape of the sidebar actually does a pretty good job of keeping things locked up. You once you get the initial pick done, it takes a false set, and it appears that what's happening is the sidebar is hanging up again because of its design. It actually can hang up. See right there, I've got a slight false set, and now things kind of lock up again, and you have to re-pick a few of the pins. Getting them to massage into place can be a real bear. Because the ones that normally lock up at this stage are this one, this one, this one, and this one. The outer two don't fully bind. Damn, I thought I had it for a second. Alright, there you are. I think that's you. I've been picking these enough that I'm kind of wearing the... I think I'm wearing the sliders down a little bit. Anyway, let's see. Can you see that false set there? That's the trickiest part of this pick. You should get there. Ooh. Sorry about that. You get there, and then just does not really want to go the rest of the way, but it just takes a lot of work. And sometimes it will actually lock up at a stage partway between those two, and usually then I have to pick one pin on either side. I got lucky and it didn't this time. So yeah, let's actually pull this apart again. We'll go through that, what I'm talking about with the sidebar. I don't think I've had this one apart yet. But yeah, they actually are quite a bit more difficult pick than I originally gave them credit for. I got lucky the first time. It seemed to go pretty smoothly. But seriously, I think if they were to add false gates to this design and make it, tighten up the tolerances, add some false gates, it could be a fairly decent, difficult pick. There's that greasy gunk again. This is not the same one as I took apart last time. Ugh. There's the, and I called this last time, this end piece, I called, look at that, that is just full of grease. It is just, ugh. Anyway, I called this a spinner last time. It is not. You can't tension on it because it's not strong enough, but it actually is designed to stay aligned. It's just that the only thing holding it in place is this one part of a metal tab and then the rubber tabs. So if you apply tension, it just bends that tab over and slips. And that makes things even more difficult. So the way I've been tensioning it is with this, I'm basically getting right in here, right above the sliders. I don't know if you can see that real clearly, but this is kind of angled on the outer surface, and you can sometimes grab into it, but you're better off if you can get in right above the sliders. I'm grabbing there. Sometimes I slide it up, sometimes I use the other wrench and come around. But now if you can look down, you can see the 3 peaks on there. And if I can get the lighting right. Maybe you can see the I don't know if you can see that or not, but the interior matches that 3-peak shape, and it appears that what is happening as I pick it is these are partially being allowed to slip back out. So you pick all 3 pins on each side, it turns a little bit, and then it binds these 2 and these 2. You pick those, and sometimes it'll go this far, and then you have to pick one or the other or both of the very outer ones that still get caught. And then you have to, if you don't gut it like I did right now, you have to pick it at least once, usually on the way to close it again. So that does add to the complication. Oops. So much grease. Ugh. It's white grease to everything. Sidebar. Sidebar. And they're identical. I'm going to zoom this in for this part of it. actually. You guys see? Okay. So those are your sidebars. Slight wedge shape on the back, and then that triple peak on the front. I know this takes forever. I'm really slow at gutting, but I make a lot of mistakes too. So, and this is the cam mechanism for the ball bearings, and also the spring retaining cap. Let's see. If we start over here, try not to get the springs tangled up. Springs are all the same. I don't know why I'm bothering, but you have to remove the springs to get at the sliders. I'll just go ahead and pull them out and attempt to not get them totally messed up. Alright, now the fun begins. QR code side will count as the first side, just so I know. It's really hard to get these things all the way out. Okay. That one there. That one there. Ah, dang it. Greasy little suckers. Get off. Alright, now we'll do the same on this side. That's where the sliders and springs go in. As you can see, there's really no warding or anything in there. The only thing is a slight shape to the keyway to make sure that the key goes in one way, which just involves the key having these shoulders milled in it, so it can only go in this way. That's all there is to it. And we'll see if we can't zoom in on this, because I don't want to pick them up and drop them. To a stage where I can focus. So yeah, you can see they're just notches. There's no false gates. Spring sits here when they're in place. That's really all there is to it. Yeah. Maybe I can get this where you can see the wedge shape on the sidebar. then the shape of the sidebar there. This might work better for getting. Oh yeah, there you can see it. That's triple shape there, and then as you turn it, it will bind in different ways as it comes around until it makes it into the clear. And then it will bind on the way back at different points. And it doesn't always bind at all of them, but you can pretty much guarantee it's going to bind that first turn. You get the false set and things tend to bind up again. So anyway, that is a better close-up, I think, of the Brady SafeKey LOTO padlock. If you have any questions, leave them below. I will do my best to answer them. Thanks for watching, and remember, keep it legal.